Hi everyone, welcome back to Eve Math Tutoring. Today's lesson is on writing numbers as a product of their prime factors. So let's start off with an example. So say you have the number 38 and you want to write 38 as a product of its prime factors. So to do that, what you're going to do is think of the smallest prime number that divides into 38. Okay, and you're going to start off with that number. So first of all, if we think of the smallest prime number that divides into 38, we get the number 2. So what you're going to do is write 38, or divide 38 by 2, and when you do that, it becomes 2 times 19. And at this point, you see if you can break down any of the numbers further. So if you look at the number 19, you have to think of the smallest prime number that divides into the number 19. And actually, the smallest number that divides into the number 19 is the number 19. So that means at this point, you're actually finished, and that is your final answer. Okay? So we could try another example. So say we had the number 42, and we want to write 42 as a product of its prime factors. Sorry, we would write 2 times 19 over there. Okay, so 42, again, we think of the smallest prime number that divides into 42. So that would be the number 2. And when I divide 42 by the number 2, I get the number 21. Then I look at the numbers. Obviously, 2 cannot go any further, so I bring it down. And then here I look at the number 21. So 21 can be divided further, and when you do divide it, it becomes the smallest prime number that divides into 21 is the number 3. So you go ahead and divide it by the smallest prime number that divides into it. So always looking for the smallest prime number that divides the number. And when you do that, you get 3 times 7. At this point, you want to see if you can divide these numbers any further. So the number 7, 3 cannot be divided by any other prime number other than itself. So that means we're done with 3. So this is our final. And then when we look at 7, 7 can be divided by the numbers. It's 7, so it can be divided by itself. So that means we're finished there too. So this would be our final answer. So we would write 42 as 2 times 3 times 7. Okay, so that's how you would write 42 as a product of its prime factors.